Most people think manipulation is obvious, something done by dangerous people with clear intentions. But the truth is far darker. The most powerful form of manipulation doesn't come from malicious strategists. It comes from ordinary people who don't even realize they're doing it. They manipulate not out of calculation, but out of fear, insecurity, and emotional survival. And because it's unconscious, it's far harder to detect. The hidden trick people use is subtle. They shape your behavior through emotional tension. Not through words, not through force, but through the discomfort you feel around them. You change yourself to keep the peace. You silence your needs to avoid conflict. You shrink yourself so they don't react. You become responsible for their emotions, even though they are not responsible for yours. And slowly, without ever saying a command, they control you. This is manipulation without intention, but the effect is the same. When someone sighs, frowns, withdraws, gets cold, or gives silent treatment whenever you do something they dislike, your nervous system remembers the discomfort and adjusts to avoid it. That adjustment is manipulation. Not because they plan to manipulate, but because their emotional reactions become the rules that govern your behavior. You learn, don't speak up. It upsets them. Don't set boundaries. They'll get distant. Don't disagree. They'll shut down. Don't ask for more. They'll leave. This is not conscious control. This is emotional conditioning. You become trained to prioritize their comfort over your truth. You become afraid of disappointing them, not because of their words, but because of their moods. You start reading their tone, their silence, their expressions, trying to predict what will keep them stable. That is the moment your identity starts dissolving. You no longer act from your own values, you act from fear of their reaction. And here is the darkest insight. The people who manipulate unintentionally are often the ones who see themselves as sensitive, fragile, or the victim. They weaponize vulnerability without knowing it. Their sadness makes you feel guilty. Their insecurity makes you overcompensate. Their emotional instability forces you to become the stable one. Their fear of abandonment makes you chase them. Their silence becomes punishment. Their tears become pressure. And you adapt, again and again, until you begin to think your needs are the problem. People who manipulate unintentionally rarely take responsibility for their emotions. They believe others should adjust, soothe, or save them. They think their reactions are natural, but they don't realize how heavily those reactions shape the people around them. You might tell yourself you're being understanding. You might think you're keeping the peace. You might believe you're protecting the connection. But what you're really doing is abandoning yourself. And life has a cruel way of making you forget when exactly that happened. Manipulation doesn't always come from bad people. Sometimes it comes from people who are emotionally undeveloped, unable to regulate themselves, and unaware of the impact they have. And sometimes it comes from people who genuinely love you. That makes it even harder to notice. The real danger is not their behavior. It's what their behavior turns you into. A version of you who is constantly adjusting. A version who overthinks every word. A version who feels responsible for emotions that aren't yours. A version who holds the relationship together alone. But here is the truth that breaks the spell. You are not responsible for the emotional storms inside another person. You are not meant to walk on eggshells to keep someone calm. You are not required to shrink so someone else feels bigger. And your needs are not threats, they are signals of your humanity. The moment you stop rewarding manipulative patterns, even unintentional ones, the dynamic changes. You reclaim your voice. You reclaim your limits. You reclaim the parts of you that were lost to someone else's reactions. And in that moment, you begin to see clearly who respects you and who only respected the version of you that kept them comfortable. Follow Mind Abyss, where we expose the psychology behind the patterns that control you without your awareness.